The first thing that comes to mind when someone is considering immigration is most likely relocation. Moving itself can be a lot of work, not to mention moving to another country. And with that being said, we're very happy to have invited our professional relocation partner, Josh, who is the general manager from Santa Fe Relocation, here with us today to share more insights about moving to Ireland. Welcome, Josh.
Thanks, Jeffrey, and very excited to be here to share some of our insights. So, along with getting married and divorced, moving home is one of the most stressful things that one person can do. Throw in moving to another country, it quickly becomes a life-defining event. At Santa Fe, we like to think of ourselves as fortunate on going on that journey with you. When moving home and country, there are hundreds of different things to consider. So we aim to make it as easy as possible as you go along that journey. So just quickly on Santa Fe, we've been helping companies, families and individuals move in and out of Hong Kong since 1980. Santa Fe has offices located all throughout APAC, Europe and the US, and we also have an office in Dublin, Ireland.
So how many families have Santa Fe help relocate from Hong Kong to Ireland?
Each year we help around 100 families relocate from Hong Kong to Ireland, not to mention thousands from around the globe.
What are the typical steps a family has to take when they decide to move to Ireland?
So once the migration paperwork is completed by a company like Bartra Wealth Advisors, Santa Fe can now come in and assess the requirements for the move. Our main objective is to help the relocating customer on two fronts. Firstly is the actual move, so moving the items from Hong Kong to Ireland and the shipping and the packing. Secondly, it is about when they actually arrive in Dublin and the landing services we can provide. Most commonly this will involve things like area orientation, so getting to know where they'll be living, setting up a national insurance number or a bank account, and eventually helping them to find a rental property to live. For a normal move, it follows a logical process in most cases. It goes from the survey to packing to departure from Hong Kong to arrival, customs clearance and then delivery into your home. Whilst that seems relatively simple, we actually require about 100 different people to do their jobs well at any one time to make sure that that move is a success.
Can you go into more details on what to expect on the moving part?
We consider the home survey as one of the most crucial milestones when someone's relocating. This is where we would come to the home and complete a home survey either in-house or virtually, depending on your situation, and gather as much information as possible to set the move up for success. It's important for our customers also to be prepared. It's a good idea to have an indication on your key travel dates and any other factors that might affect the move at a later date to be communicated to us. The surveyor will guide the customer through the house, asking lots of questions along the way. It's important to point out items that are sentimental or maybe particularly expensive, just so they can be packed properly and that can be then communicated to our teams to take extra care when we arrive at the house.
What paperwork is required to clear customs in Ireland?
The most crucial document is the transfer of residence form, which can be applied for once the visa is finalised and an address is obtained in Ireland. For this reason, clients will often store their goods in Hong Kong for a month or two while they're looking for a permanent residence.
Is it possible to ship a car with my household items?
Taking a car with you to Ireland is often a more economic choice rather than selling it, especially if it was purchased within the last 5 years. So provided the vehicle has been owned for more than 1 year and meets the right environmental standards, the car can be imported tax and duty free.
And how about pets?
Taking your pet with you is also easy. The same transfer of residence application that you use for your household goods will be used to relocate your pet to Ireland. The standard requirements are a microchip, which most pets already have, a rabies vaccination that was done in the last 21 days, and a EU health certificate which a local vet can supply.
So what it's like when your clients arrive in Ireland?
So our clients spend a lot of time with us planning and executing their move, but once they arrive, it all becomes very real. The average person is estimated to spend around 30 hours in internet research looking up things from property to wellness to education for their children, just about anything that can come to mind for helping them to settle. Figuring out how to settle quickly into the new country is a tough tightrope for our customers to walk. They're juggling lots of different cost pressure from service accommodations to hotels, and the desire to find their own home and start living is strong. So we feel it's important for them to make the right choice, but not to make it too hasty, and to also make a choice that takes a lot of consideration for the factors that are going to affect them whilst living in their new country, Ireland.
And what advice can you give on the rental market?
The rental market in Dublin is particularly competitive, with residences in D2 and D4 going very quickly. We always recommend our clients have 2 months rent readily available plus a reference from their landlord or previous landlord and their employer to help them against the competition. When relocating to Ireland, 99% of our customers end up living in Dublin, with D2, D4 and D6 being the most popular. We also see good interest in Sandymount, Baldbridge and Ranelagh.
Thank you so much for sharing this information with us. There are definitely a lot of details that must be catered in order to have a smooth relocation process. As the first and only Irish property developer in Hong Kong that offers the IIP program, we're a one-stop solution to help you immigrate to Ireland. With a speedy approval time of approximately 4 to 6 months, as well as maintaining 100% of application approval rate and renewal rate, we work with professional partners like Santa Fe to help you deal with the details so you can focus your time in enjoying life.